Grilling is a form of cooking that involves dry heat applied to the surface of food, traditionally from below, but sometimes from above. Food to be grilled is cooked on a grill, an open wire grid with a heat source above or below, or on a grill pan similar to a frying pan but with raised ridges to mimic the wires of an open grill. Many restaurants have indoor grills or charbroilers with electric or gas-based heating elements. Some restaurants may even use charcoal or wood. Heat transferred to the food when using a grill is primarily through thermal radiation and some infrared heat, depending on the heat source. Heat transfer when using a grill pan or griddle is by direct conduction. When the heat source comes from above, we usually use the term broiling. In both methods, excess fat drips away from the meat. Because drippings are lost during grilling and broiling, they cannot be used to create a sauce. Thus, sauces made for grilled items usually do not require drippings. It is important that a grill be preheated. A cool grill causes meat to stick or tear. In addition, a clean grill is essential for keeping meat from sticking. When handling lamb on a grill, always use tongs that won't pierce the lamb or tear the surface, as this would cause the loss of juices. Grilled meat acquires a distinctive meaty aroma from a chemical process called the Maillard reaction. The Maillard reaction is very complex and generates complex and highly desirable aromas and flavors. Most diners will order grilled meats such as lamb by degree of doneness. The ability to determine the doneness of grilled lamb comes with experience. Chefs learn to judge the doneness of grilled meats by touch. The firmer the lamb, the more well done it will be. Grilled meats may be enhanced with rubs or marinades. Rubs are dry spice and herb mixtures rubbed on the surface of the meat before cooking. If the rub includes salt or a salt-spice mixture, it should be added just before cooking. If sugar is added to the rub, the meat will brown easily and may even burn under too high heat, so you'll need to be very careful. Similarly, be careful not to burn the herb, spices, or other ingredients that may stick to the outside of the meat. Marinades are seasoned liquids which add distinctive flavor profiles to the meat. Marinades made with acidic ingredients will tenderize meats like lamb. Acidic ingredients can include citrus juices, vinegar, or wine. Many marinades contain different herbs, spices, and aromatic ingredients like onions, lemongrass, or garlic. You should drain the meat from the marinade and blot it dry before grilling. Remember that you should not marinate in a reactive metal container, as the acidic mixtures may react with the metal. Also remember that for food safety reasons, you should discard any remaining marinade as it has been in contact with raw meat. Grilling is a popular technique used with American lamb, perfect for butterflied legs of lamb, shoulder chops, rack chops, loin chops, boneless sirloin, and ground lamb. One of my favorite grilled lamb chop recipes is Moroccan spiced lamb chops. I'll be showing this recipe using both sirloin steaks and lamb loin chops, which are also called lamb T-bones. This recipe for Moroccan spiced lamb steaks and chops is a really easy recipe to put together, and very much true to its Moroccan name, it combines a lot of different spices and flavors into a marinade that's going to make this lamb taste absolutely extraordinary. Let's put it together. It's really fast. Here we go. We're going to start with some olive oil, put it into the bowl, and then we put lots of different flavors in. So here we go. Ready? Sweet paprika. Toss that into the oil. I have ground up cumin, ground black pepper, some ground coriander. Again, lots of different spices here because we want a very complex flavor profile. I'm going to put in some chopped up or minced up raw garlic into our marinade, and then more spices go in. So I have some cayenne. A little bit of heat is going to be fantastic in this. And to build up that flavor profile, this is some ground ginger and a little bit of saffron. It doesn't take much because the saffron's powerful. Into that, a little bit of ground cinnamon, lemon zest. Again, that's just the outside of the citrus without the white part, which is bitter. And then some honey, Doesn't take much honey, but that little bit of sweetness really goes a long way. And of course, when I'm grilling it later, you got to be careful of that honey because it will cause our chops to brown very, very nicely. A little bit of lemon juice, salt, and then lastly, I have right over here, these are some sesame seeds. And the sesame seeds, I sauteed them in a saute pan with no oil, just to bring out the color and the flavor and of course the smell. Be careful when you do this, don't cook it more than just this light brown color. In go the sesame seeds into this marinade. Again, lots of ingredients in the marinade. Comes together quickly, and once it's stirred up, now I'm ready to marinate the lamb. So I have right over here some beautiful American lamb loin chops. I'm just going to put those into the marinade. Once it's inside the marinade, it's important to coat the lamb completely because we want the flavors to infuse into the lamb. And once the lamb is coated, that's perfect, just like so. At this point, it goes into the cooler. I'm going to cover it, put it in the cooler. Now, you can marinate this for about 3 hours or so. Ideally, let it sit in there for a good 12 hours plus and let those flavors really come together. After it's in the refrigerator, take a look at what it looks like. Right here, I have our lamb loin chops and our boneless sirloin steaks. Again, these have already been well marinated, and you can see the color and they smell fantastic. At this point, they're ready for the grill. The first thing to remember when grilling lamb is that the grill needs to be really hot and it needs to be really clean. Once it's hot, then I can go ahead and put the lamb on. And in fact, if you look, these lamb chops are not very thick. And so we really have to have a nice hot grill to get the nice hot grill marks on the outside of the lamb. To test doneness, remember, I'm just going to press lightly on top of the meat to be sure that it's cooked to a rare, medium rare, whatever the customer wants. When it's done, as these are perfect right now. I'm going to take them and put them right on top of a bed of couscous. And then I have right over here some spicy harissa and an orange and black olive salad. This Moroccan spiced lamb steak and chop recipe, as well as others, can be found on the American Lamb Board website. For more information and lamb recipes, visit www.americanlamb.com.